It has been 3 days since Chris Chan last begged for money, 67 days since Chris last uploaded pages to meet his paid obligations to the Sonichu comic, and 5,148 days since Chris last applied for a job. Welcome to the Chris Chan Update, my name is GiBi. And I feel like it has been forever since I started a video like that. Wow. Okay, before we get going, some things that are not going to be covered in this video. Chris has been uploading a lot of videos on YouTube, including a so far 5-part series of Angelica Rosechu's play. He also did a live stream a couple days ago. That is a lot of audio-visual content to go through that I will be making videos on in the very near future. But this video is going to be a throwback to GiBi Classics. In this video, we're going to be reading through all of Chris Chan's tweets. We're going to be picking up right where we left off. Let's start with a little recap. Last time on Dragon Ball Z here. July 30th, 2021, right before Chris's arrest. So this is after the audio has leaked, and this is after the internet has begun speculating about it. At the time, Chris was posting daily tarot card readings, and so this one he posted as, "Turning in. Hey y'all, today's collective card, appropriately, is turning in. There is drama in the air today. Each and every one of you all are encouraged to withdraw from any and all dramas, gossip, rumors, and whatever else will, and already has, approached your way today." Chris would then be arrested, sent to jail for like 2 years, and not tweet again until October 16th, 2023. These images were taken from what is clearly the inside of Chris's bedroom, which was the first hint that he had probably returned home. This is the first time I've really looked into these with any great detail, and this one particularly looks horrific. Before we read any of the words, so in the background on the left you have a cross. There's blood on both sides and blood's on the top. That's because they nailed Jesus' hands to the cross, and he was also wearing a crown of thorns, and so it would leave blood in those places. And you can then see bloody footprints leading to where Chris is now standing. This is literally a depiction of Jesus having escaped his way from the cross and is now coming to us. And the thing that Jesus is telling us is, "Beware all toxic haters, sinners, and darkest demonics. For I am Jesus Christine Weston Chandler Sonichu, the goddess Blueheart, and your Lord and God. And I am, and I bring personally, the second coming." And on the floor it says, "Holy Bible, King James Version," with presumably Quickbill in the background. Dated September 6th, 2021. Chris's accompanying tweet is, of course, "Second Coming with Ultimate Miracle, Chaos Control." Sonichu has arguably always been a mix between, like a 50-50 split between Sonic the Hedgehog and Pokemon. Like, obviously there's a lot of other characters within the story, but I think if someone were to try to describe it, they would say it's a combination of Sonic and Pokemon. And I think now you can add a third pillar, and it's not My Little Pony. It's Jesus. His next tweet was, "Setting the record straight, there was never any sex involving me in 2021. This is a video I've already done a reaction and video on." Gunnar Raid asks why Chris green screened himself into the Roman Colosseum, to which Chris responds, "It's the Royal Albert Hall, for obvious reason." This is an image that Chris has drawn. You can see 2 bouncers on the bottom left and bottom right, one on each side, and then a crowd of very colorful people on the bottom. On stage, Chris Chan and the Hedgehog Zaps, featuring Clandestine. So I guess Christian and the Hedgehog Boys has now evolved into Chris Chan and the Hedgehog Zaps, with plenty of the Sonichu characters like Wild and his wife Sandy. You got Punchy back there, that's Lolisa Rosechu, one of Chris Chan's wives, Sonichu and Rosechu, Black Sonichu, and Bubbles, although I am detecting a distinct lack of Angelica Rosechu, and I don't know why. In case you've forgotten about this ongoing drama, a couple years ago, the TV show My Little Pony Friendship is Magic reached its natural end after many seasons. My Little Pony works in generations, so Friendship is Magic was the 4th generation, after which there was a reboot, and we are now firmly into Generation 5, which I believe is a CGI animated show on Netflix. Because Chris views the My Little Pony characters as like part of his weird pantheon of gods, he did not like this idea. He wanted the ongoing stories of the ponies from the Generation 4 show, and so he has been very heavily invested in making sure that Gen 5 does not happen. Equestria Daily, a news site for My Little Pony, tweeted out on October 18th, The G5 comic, Black, White, and Blue, has officially released today. I love how many side series we're getting for the comics lately. Chris responds, "Nobody cares for MLP G5. Resume Friendship is Magic already, Hasbro, please. I literally foreknew and foretold how premature and awful G5 was to be. Hashtag psychic powers, hashtag avatar, hashtag Jesus Christ is right here." Yes, from now on I will be pronouncing it as Jesus because that's how Chris says it in his videos. Still have not watched any of MLP G5 at all. Wait, then how did he foreknow? Yeah, how did he foreknew and foretold how awful it was if he hasn't seen it yet? And I never shall until after My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 14, Episode 26 is aired on TV, streaming services, and all. I believe it ended after Season 9, so he's demanding like significantly more episodes of the show. This kind of falls in line with a lot of other predictions that Chris has had over the years. He once had a dream where he spoke with the actual avatar of death, who told him what date his father would die on, and then in reality his father ended up dying earlier than that. He obviously also wished to have a daughter named Crystal, which has not happened, and which is a continuing source of inner turmoil and pain for him. Here, Hasbro, I'll make this easy for you, so heed my input and do it. Hire everyone of G4 cast and crew back, and with John Delancey as Discord, start with Discord telling everyone G5 is undone, and resume G4 from there. Definitely get Lauren Faust back as well. Nightstar and I are more than happy to help, personally. Nightstar being the My Little Pony form of Chris Chan. Lauren Faust is the person who, I would say that she's the showrunner of My Little Pony G4, and her husband was also a very prolific television creator. I think he made Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, so she's cartoon royalty at this point. Alright, so this is Chris complaining about all the changes that were made to Twitter while he was gone. On an unrelated note, verification process improvement aside, but the price is not needed for that. Elon Musk really has Twitter up. Nobody, not even I, will ever refer to it as X. That is just as stupid. Why that is just stupid. Why? Okay, so tonto y tonto, that would be Spanish for stupid and stupid. So he wrote stupid Y, stupid because Y is like X. It's been a while since I felt like I've had to explain a Chris Chan joke and then immediately understood it and then questioned my own sanity. So that is just as stupid as Team Rocket and Giovanni, period. Phew. It feels really good to finally get that off my mind and back. Who? Why would you do this? I haven't even started reading it yet, but Chris Chan, what is your input on what's going on in Israel? Why have you done this? Chris Chan responds, demons and devils are literally at work on both sides there. Also, wait, that can't be the end of what he's saying. Also, Putin shall die by his own sword. I heavily support and supported Ukraine in defenses amidst my work. And the Ukraine girl sitting by POTUS Lisa Simpson in the circle meditation drawing in a church in Israel with that church's Israeli priest there leading the circle was an escapee from that World War III that Lisa adopted. Chris currently believes that Lisa Simpson should be / is president because there's an episode of The Simpsons where Lisa says that she was president after Trump and therefore Lisa is currently president in Chris's mind. There's just something metaphysically horrific about thinking about Lisa Simpson sitting next to a Ukrainian girl who has fled from the actual real-world conflict. Chris says that Rainbow Dash and Applejack are tied as his favorite ponies, yet I also identify with Princess Twilight Sparkle. See, this is half correct because Applejack is in fact the best pony. Hello everyone. I am very well aware of the orders that have been coming in on my Etsy store. The medallion stock is low, but we are personally restocking with personal crafting, painting, and certification. Please remain patient as we restock and complete the orders. The wait will be worth it. Thank you all for the continued support and kindness. Which means that upon Chris's return, a lot of people flock to his Etsy store to buy the officially licensed medallions that are being made by the Praetors and not physically by Chris. I'm so glad that now that he's out of jail, people are once again supporting him financially. So I did see this a couple days ago, and it very much made me upset. Chris says, we are also looking for Minecraft players to help in building a hub area in my server from an island I started. Skilled volunteers apply, please. Send inquiries to quickguardian@gmail.com if interested. Thank you very much. And the reason that this upsets me is not that, like, people are trying to support Chris. It's not that people are trying to play games with him. It's not that he wants to play games with others. It's how terrible this will probably end up being. If you have an open Minecraft server where Chris will be hopping in and playing, you are going to get every single possible kind of Chris Chan follower imaginable. Between the trolls, who now that they're in an actual video game will be able to do things like grief other players in the map, and White Knighters and people who are trying to take advantage of him, and it's all going to be impossible to actually trace. Future Christorians will not be able to catalog every single goings-ons of Chris's Minecraft server. And it might sound very self-centered that I say that is like my takeaway from this, but the real issue is that there will not be a way to really trace anything that happens in the server back to a source. People who want to start taking advantage of Chris again will be able to do so very easily through this Minecraft server. On October 28th, Chris tweeted, "Friendly reminder, get in your daily good dose of vitamin-filled fruit, apple, orange, banana, strawberry, cherry. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Oranges have vitamin C for defenses. Banana, strawberries, and cherries are also good." We have a bowl of fruit, and then he covers it with yogurt. Okay, those are maraschino cherries. Those might as well not be fruit. That's just like pure sugar. And then Hershey's little things. The amount of Hershey chocolate in there. Oh, I totally did not see the entire little chunk of Hershey. I thought that the little shavings on top were all the chocolate. And listen, if Chris was just like, "Hey, I'm eating," and he posted a picture of like a bowl of ice cream, I wouldn't be judging him for that. That's fine. It's the fact that he preceded this by talking about how healthy the food he was about to eat is. And he's eating some chocolate and maraschino cherries. And there's the green screen that's been present in all of his videos. I don't know what that... Is that... What? Okay, it looks like yogurt and it has a red stain from the cherry on it. But I don't know why it has motion blur and how it's being held up. The shiny thing on the left might be the spoon? Or a fork? Maybe it's a fork full of fruit with a lot of yogurt clinging onto it. Very odd. Chris then tweets about the Scott Pilgrim anime that's coming out, and we have some new art. There's a lot of his jail art that I wasn't able to look at yet, and so I will be covering this in the... Hey everyone, just a heads up. I'll be doing a live stream at about 6 p.m. Story time. Come online to enjoy it. Something from recent drawings that y'all have seen before. So again, these are probably other... I just felt the pit of my stomach drop. Is that me? Because I really hope that's not me. I can't tell what that is on his hat. Okay, it's not instantly recognizable, so I'm gonna go forward and pretend that is in fact not me. Sigh, why am I back in 2006? Whatever force pulled me here from the freaking December 2022 and into New York of all. Whoa, is that Sonichu Prime and Rosie Rosechew Prime? And what is a rainbow alicorn doing with them? What's really upsetting is that I am in fact currently wearing my greenish-yellowish fleece jacket. If that's not me, I'm going to sound very conceited, but I'm sorry. Chris has drawn me before, and it looks exactly like that. So it looks like everyone's fighting against Black Sonichu. Okay, so Rosie's punching him, and then this guy's zapping him, and now he's on the floor. Okay, and the other picture. Two Sonichus fighting each other, yelling Chaos Control. The Stark Tower from the Avengers is in the background. And it looks like those things in the sky are portals, possibly? Like there's a plane flying through one. These do not have dates on them. All Chris says is that they are recent drawings that y'all have seen before. After doing some basic Googling, I've not been able to find any other versions of this image. It's not on his Etsy store, it's not in the jail art section of the Quickie. So when Chris says, something from recent drawings that y'all have seen before, that might just be a weird quirk that he's had in his speech for a little while now, where he'll say something like, "Oh, and blood is raining from the sky, which I'm sure all of you have seen." Or like, "Oh, I just saw Bugs Bunny, I'm sure the rest of you have seen him too." So like when he says, something from recent drawings that y'all have seen before, I think is referencing the fact that he believes that we are all also seeing the results of the dimensional merge. I don't know why in 2006 they were all doing a battle in New York with the Avengers Tower. It's a little anachronistic there, Chris. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been horrific as usual. I will be updating y'all very, very shortly with my coverage of Chris's videos. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get this up today on October 30th. If not, then happy Halloween. And as usual, November 1st, I will be uploading an anniversary video on my channel. That will be the 5th anniversary of me covering Chris Chan. Thank you for watching.